Hey guys, welcome to another video about The Flash. So yeah, it's my second day in a row making a video about The Flash. Before we get started guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button to stay up to date with all the movie news we have going on around here. So, it looks like The Flash races towards a new embarrassment as the entire film is leaked. That was fast. Yeah, it was super fast. So, it's no hidden news that obviously The Flash is doing really badly at the box office. It's going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars for DC, which is real bad. And to put the icing on the cake, as they say, The Flash has now gone and leaked the entire movie onto Twitter. Or someone's leaked it on Twitter, I should say. But yeah, so it's just not looking good for The Flash at all here, guys. So let's jump into this Collider.com article here. At this point, we all know The Flash is racing lightning fast towards becoming one of the year's most disappointing turnouts. But the new report suggests that no matter how many CGI babies Barry Allen, Ezra Miller, saves, nothing can save the hero from this downward spiral. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's referring to the opening scene where he has to rescue a load of CGI babies from falling out of a hospital window. And yeah, the CGI is questionable at best. It looks so bad. It looks like it's something from a 2000 movie. But yeah, so this past Sunday, Twitter users were surprised with the surprise flick release that they could watch in its entirety. According to the direct, Twitter handle @BryYoshFR uploaded the full 144 minutes of The Flash for anyone who wanted to see it. This account has since been suspended. Even though Twitter managed to take down the account relatively fast, the full movie was up for 8 hours on the platform, which allowed a whopping 1.7, yep, that's 1.7 million views accumulated by the time the account got suspended. So people jumped on that real quick. That was only up for 8 hours and it almost got 2 million views in 8 hours. That's insane. All of those people that went and saw that on Twitter could have been potential customers to go and watch it at the movie theater, but obviously they're gonna lose out on even more money now. So the number suggests that people are still interested in discovering what happens within the DC multiverse and which cameos the new movie has in store. They're just not willing to spend time and their hard-earned money on a movie ticket. The title has been met with mixed reviews and a flailing box office performance. So yeah, it seems that people, you know, it's kind of weird to say, but obviously people see it for free, they're going to watch it. Even though it's free, people are still investing their time in watching it. So people are still obviously interested in The Flash, but they're just not interested in paying for it, which is a strange thing to say. But that still means that people are semi-interested, because you wouldn't waste 2 hours of your life watching a movie if you had no interest in it. So I suppose that's one upside to it, that people are interested, but people just aren't interested to the point where they want to go out and pay for it. So that says a lot about the movie. Yeah. So, got something clicking up there. Okay, the amount of viewers that checked out on the movie online can be a massive hit for DC Studios, which has seen The Flash deliver lackluster performance in the ticket sales across the globe from day one. The movie debuted with a modest 55 million domestically, which fell short of the initial predictions that the superhero movie would be one of the summer's biggest hits. Based off the public Twitter stream was able to gather, it's possible to assume that at least 1 million potential ticket buyers will no longer make the effort to leaving their houses to check out the adventure on the big screen. Yeah, so that's what I was just saying, guys. So you got to think, if, 1.7 million people have viewed it online, that's 1.7 million potential buyers for your movie to go and spend money on tickets, to spend money on, concession stands at theaters. You got to remember, guys, it doesn't just hurt the people who make the movies when people pirate stuff. It also hurts like movie theaters as well, because obviously people go to the movies, they buy concessions, they buy candy and chocolate and drinks and stuff. So it does have a knock-on effect to the movie theaters as well. But yeah, so The Flash is not bad, but is it worth your money? Personally, for me, how I would answer that question: if you have any interest in seeing the new Supergirl character, or you have any interest in seeing Michael Keaton's Batman, then yeah, it's completely worth it just to go and see those two characters. Other than that, if those two characters weren't in the movie, then I would say no. But yeah, for me, like The Flash, the emotional side of The Flash was quite good. The CGI was really bad. The story was kind of mediocre. But the two high points that make it worth seeing is Michael Keaton's Batman and Sasha Calle's Supergirl. So if you're interested in those two characters, guys, go out and watch the movie, because it's just worth it to see those guys. But I digress. So even though it seems that everyone understands that The Flash isn't particularly a bad movie, it currently holds a 65% approval rate on Rotten Tomatoes. That's good. So for every 100 critics that went and saw it, 65 of them liked it. So, that's not too bad. Fans and critics agree the new DC installment is a far cry from James Gunn's praise of one of the best superhero movies ever made. Yeah, I'm quite shocking and worried that he said that. If he thinks that The Flash is one of the best superhero movies ever made, then it kind of worries you as to what we're going to get with Superman Legacy in 2025. Hopefully Superman Legacy comes out and is a lot better of a standard, CGI, the story and everything. So yeah, it kind of worries me a bit with that, guys. One thing that severely impacts viewers' involvement with the story is the Flash's notoriously bad CGI. Yeah, I'm not going to say any spoilers here, guys, but like, if you've seen the movie, that was the major complaint of pretty much everyone. The CGI, it looks like something from a film that came out in the year 2000, even possibly the 90s. I've seen PlayStation 2 games that have better CGI than what was in The Flash, but then the director came out and said, oh, it was a design choice because the Flash is running really fast and his vision's distorted, and they try to make up all this rubbish, and I just didn't buy it whatsoever. Which is not something that the audience usually expect from the movies with exorbitant budgets. That's absolutely true. You look at Infinity War and Endgame and stuff like that, and the CGI they had in there compared to what you see in this Flash movie, it's just night and day. There's just no excuse for it now. Another element that might have driven viewers away is Miller's controversial behavior, which has been brushed off by Warner Brothers during production and when the movie premiered. Last but not least, DC Studios really didn't really weigh how popular Barry Allen was among the public. Sorry, I can't speak. This isn't the Speedster's first solo outing in a big budget title, and one of the reasons why they resorted to a fan favorite Batman, Michael Keaton, to increase the public's interest. Yeah, that's the thing as well, but it still doesn't make sense why they substituted the Supergirl character, Superman for Supergirl. I still don't understand that, because you could have had Henry Cavill in there. Henry Cavill would have boosted the movie's interest even more. There's just people just want to see Henry Cavill, and if you had him in there instead of Sasha Calle, I'm not saying she didn't do a great job and she's not a great character, she absolutely is. But yeah, you could have kept Henry Cavill in there, and it kind of baffles me as to why they didn't. And this thing with Ezra Miller's behavior, I'm not sure what percentage of the movie-going audience who aren't in our kind of cinema circles, how many people in the general public actually know about what happened with Ezra Miller? That's the one thing I'm always interested in. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I digress. So all of these elements are things that moviegoers factor in when choosing whether they'll leave the comfort of their homes to go to the movie theater. Yeah, you got to remember, going to the movies is quite expensive now. Like, if you've got children, you've got to pay for babysitters, you've got to pay for the fuel to get there. The concessions are really expensive. The tickets can be quite expensive. So it's quite an investment, like, financially, to go to the movie theater. So I can understand why people are picky, especially with, all the inflation going on around the world, and, people are struggling financially. So going to the movies is quite a big deal for a lot of people. Do I like this character or actor enough? What are my friends and favorite critics saying about the movie? Is this an experience that's worth the pricey ticket? Which is what I was just saying. The scales are seriously tipping against The Flash on all of those instances. So far, the movie has grossed a little over 200 million, which is really, really bad, guys. And the number of that pales in comparison to other summer blockbusters released this year. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, that's doing really well with 560 million. Fast X, 689 million. Did we really think that Fast X wasn't going to make much money? The Fast franchises, say what you want about the quality of the movies over the last few years, it's still a juggernaut in terms of box office. It still makes a ton of money. And even past DC titles that were considered flop, like Black Adam, 393 million. So The Flash is playing in theaters right now. You can see the trailer below. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. Just to kind of add insult to injury, as they say, insult to injury, sorry. Yeah, so The Flash is just bombing at the box office. It's getting critically ripped apart because of the CGI. And now, to add the icing on the cake, it's been leaked online. And nearly 2 million people have seen it. 2 million potential customers just vanished like that. So they've lost out on a ton more money. I'm sure there's other websites that I'm not going to mention here, but I'm sure there's loads of other websites that have pirated versions of it. So yeah, that's just where we are at the moment, guys. The Flash is kind of in the dumpster, and it's unfortunate because the DC is great. I feel that the Flash movie it's not amazing, but it's not good. But I think it deserves more at the box office than what it's currently getting. And I'm a massive DC fan, so it kind of hurts a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you think about this, guys, about the Flash leaking on Twitter. What do you feel about it? Have you seen the Flash? What did you think of the movie? And let me know your thoughts and comments, and I will see you soon.